The Sacramento Asian Pacific Chamber of Commerce is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year as they continue to advocate and support AAPI business owners. Here to tell us about the work they do and a special night market event is Pat Fonkushida, Chamber President and CEO. Welcome back, Pat.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on. The Chamber's celebrating 30 years. That's a huge accomplishment and achievement. How does that feel to know that you guys have been around for this long now?
Well, I have been president and CEO for 25 of the 30.
Wow.
So it's been such a joy to run an organization that is really focused on helping small businesses in our community succeed. It's been a really difficult journey the last couple of years because of the pandemic, and now, you know, we're headed towards a recession, it feels like. And so it's really been a struggle for the last couple of years, but really our work has really been focused on helping our small business, in particular our AAPI business community, succeed here in the region.
Yeah, and you have an upcoming AAPI night market coming up. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about that?
Well, so we're so excited. So it's Small Business Month, as you know, and it's also AAPI Heritage Month. And so we're celebrating both. And this is our second year doing this. We're actually closing down Capitol Mall, I think about 4 city blocks, and we're going to have street vendors, and we're going to have food trucks, and we're going to have a bunch of entertainment, really to celebrate our culture and to celebrate our small business and our heritage. We're really excited about that.
Yeah, and why is this event something so important for the community? Because I had the opportunity to go last year, and it was so much fun just to see all the different diverse businesses, the entertainment that was there. It was a really rich cultural environment. Why is it important to continue events like this to go on?
You hit on that, right? It's about who we are as a community. Every community has its own story. Every community has its own ethnicity, if you will. And the AAPI community has such a rich history here in Sacramento, so we really want to celebrate that, and we want to showcase that.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier, you've been with the Chamber for 25 years. How has you seen the Sacramento region change throughout the years?
The region has really changed in a whole lot of different ways. When I first came on board, there wasn't a lot of leaders that looked like me, quite frankly. And now when I take a look at our local leadership, our political leadership, the leadership at the Capitol, we have a tremendous amount of diversity. And so I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited that our chamber had you know, a small part in that, because I think it's really important that we have representation. So that's important. And then just the growth of our community. We're about 16% now of the population, and that mirrors our small business community. So it has really exploded.
Yeah, and what's next for the Chamber?
Well, what's next for the Chamber is we're really focused on helping our small businesses, as I said, post-pandemic, but we're really excited to really be part of that next economy, if you will, for California. There's this whole turn towards electrification, and so we're really invested in helping our small businesses transition to a low-carbon future.
Okay, that's exciting. Got the goals for the future. What accomplishments are you excited that the Chamber has been able to achieve throughout the years?
I'm really excited because of our growth, right? We're one of the largest ethnic chambers, not only in the region, but also in the state. And I think we have grown because we have such an attention to our needs of our small business community. And we don't just serve small businesses that are API owned. We also serve small businesses that have a need. Yeah. And so I think that that's really why our growth has been so substantial here in the region, and we're so inclusive. And we really focus on inclusive economic development, boots on the ground, helping our communities succeed. So I'm really excited about the growth.
Yeah, and why is it important that we continue to celebrate small businesses? I know it's Small Business Month, but it's important that we do it all year round.
Well, 80 to 90% of this economy is run on the backs of small business. So we have to make sure that they're successful.
Alrighty, that's why they got to make sure they come out to the AAPI night market and continue to support the Chamber. Pat, always a pleasure having you on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You bet. And for more info, you can visit sacasiancc.org, and you can get the details on the exciting AAPI night market event. Go to aapinightmarket.com.